Welcome to Peaceful Home Initiative, where our deep commitment to eradicating physical abuse brings together a vibrant team from the Caribbean. Each member contributes a unique perspective towards our united purpose. Come, meet our team. Tatiana Carty from Jamaica, Leah Gobarden and Brittany Rosado from Trinidad and Tobago, Charlene Latham James, Rashana Wilson husbands, Shamika Butler from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all united for a common cause.
As the curtains draw open, we find ourselves in the bustling halls of St. James Elementary School, where the innocent laughter of children echoes against the lockers. Among them, 8-year-old Josh stands out, his once bright eyes now clouded with a shadow of distress. In recent weeks, Josh's demeanor has shifted drastically. What once was a cheerful, carefree spirit has now been replaced by bursts of aggression and violence towards his classmates. The playground, once a place of joy, has become a battling ground where Josh's pain spills over into physical acts of violence. Concerns whisper among the teachers lead to a pivotal conference with Josh. Behind the closed doors of the counselor's office, Josh reveals a heartbreaking truth. He has been silently witnessing the horrors of domestic violence at home. The bruises on his mother's skin, the shattered fragments of their once loving household, all etched into Josh's fragile mind. The revelation cast a harsh light on Josh's behavior, revealing the deep seated trauma that festers within him. The violence he inflicts on others is merely a reflection of the chaos and pain he endures at home. His cries for help manifest in outbursts of aggression, a desperate attempt to make sense of the world around him. Please join us. Let us see what takes place and how will this issue be rectified.
Of the ball. Josh? Josh.
Miss, she was looking at me, and I tell she don't look at me. She still look at me.
This is the third time since week that you are hitting and kicking one of your classmates. What is wrong with you?
Must talk and girls must listen. One thing, real thing, I slap she again.
Stop. No, Josh, please stop. Please stop. This is the second time since this week. No, actually the third. Please stop, Josh. Good morning, Miss Charles. Thank you for having me. Now, let me introduce you to Mr. Josh Graham.
Okay.
Josh has always been a great student, but suddenly his behavior has just changed. Josh was once so humble and sweet and loving, caring towards his classmates. But all of a sudden, it's like it's a different child. It's not the same Josh. He's abusive towards his classmates.
Josh has been doing.
Okay, well, I'll call his parents right away.
Is who calling me? Me no remember him. Hello? Yes, good morning. Yes, this is Miss Scott. The principal. What? Josh? What Josh do? What you mean you can't disclose that? So I have to come down to school tomorrow? Okay, miss. And bring his father? Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'll be there. Thank you. Lord, I wonder what Josh do now. And them want me to bring his father. Papa Jesus.
Intervention. Miss Carty found it very strange that Josh was being this way, and she thought to herself that there had to be a reason as to why Josh's behavior had suddenly changed. She then took Josh to the school's counselor. Miss Leah, the school's counselor, along with Josh and his teacher, had a private and one on one session. They told Josh that he is in a safe space and whatever he says will be kept confidential. They began to have a conversation with Josh as to why his behavior had changed. After some time in the conversation, Josh revealed that he was witnessing his mom being beaten and abused at home by his father, and that's where he picked up that behavior.
Pleasant morning to you, Mr. Graham and Miss Scott. Yes, thank you for coming. Yes, so you were asked here to come this morning to deal with a matter that has arisen from your son Josh. So let me assure you that anything that is said here will be handled with utmost respect and confidentiality. However, the matter was handed over to Miss Leah, the guidance counselor, who will deal with the issue from here on.
Good morning, Miss Scott. Good morning, Mr. Graham. As you were told by the principal, I will be dealing with the issue concerning Josh's behavior. And let me assure you that we will be working together for a solution for the best interest of the child. I've also invited the class teacher so she can give you a highlight and an insight of what has been happening in the classroom with Josh lately. So, now, parents, we are here to come up with a solution and see how best we can help each of you in this situation. Remember, this doesn't just affect you, but it also affects Josh and as well as persons that he interacts with on a daily basis. Josh, can you please excuse us for a couple of minutes while I talk to your parents? Thank you. Josh, can you excuse us for a couple of minutes while I talk to your parents? Josh has revealed to me that there have been some acts of violence at your home. He has been observing what has been going on and reacts to it at school. Now, please, know that I am here to help you get over this. This matter doesn't have to escalate any further. I am professionally trained to handle matters like these, and I would like to render my assistance to you. one shouldn't resort to domestic violence. Because why? It inflicts physical, emotional, and psychological harm on victims. It undermines the foundation of trust and safety within family and relations. Domestic violence can have a number of cycles of abuse, causing long-lasting trauma and damaging interpersonal dynamics. The effects of domestic violence are profound and far-reaching. Victims may suffer physical injuries, chronic pain, and even death. Is that what you all want? No, right? So I'm just going to give you a little more insight on domestic violence so you can fully understand how and what it is you are doing. Beyond the physical toll, domestic violence can lead to low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, and post-trauma stress disorder. Children exposed to domestic violence are at higher risk of developmental delays, behavioral problems like Josh, and future perpetuation or acceptance of violence. Domestic violence also strains social connection, isolating victims from friends and family, and can result in economic inability due to missed work, medical expenses, or job loss. Ultimately, domestic violence erodes the fabric of families and communities, perpetuating cycles of trauma and hindering individual and societal well-being, right? So, Ms. Scott and Mr. Graham, assessing your situation, the best possible solution I can use to assist you as a family unit would be counseling and therapy. And I will be happy to assist you in any way I can. I am willing to provide that free counseling and therapy to you and your family. I strongly encourage you to address underlying issues such as anger management, Mr. Graham, substance abuse, or even unresolved trauma. You all can feel free to talk to me at any point. I can provide counseling and support services to you and your family to help you all cope with the emotional and psychological effects of abuse. I would also like to get your family involved in a religious organization. Seeking God's help in these times are really crucial in your healing journey, right? With God, we can walk through this together. The best person you can talk to, Mr. Graham, let's say you're facing an issue. Instead, you go to take that out on your wife by abusing her. You can talk to God. Miss Graham, you can also talk to God, right? I will ensure that support services are available beyond the immediate crisis period, with long-term follow-up and monitoring to prevent relapse into this abusive behavior. I will continue to provide support and intervention that are essential for sustaining positive changes and preventing further violence within the family unit. So, now that you heard, what do you think?
Josh, I'm very sorry for my behavior and all those things you witnessed at home. I apologize to both you and your mother, and I promise it will never happen again.
In the end, Josh's parents thanked Miss Leah. They stated that it had been really challenging for them and they don't want to live like that anymore. They want to be a happy and peaceful family again. They want their son to go on the right path. They told Miss Leah that they would definitely be accepting her solutions and working with her on this new journey. As time passed by, after 3 months seeking help and assistance, Josh and his family is now healed and happy. The end.